What's going on, everybody? This light going in here. Okay, today it gets really, really juicy. So let's do this. Okay. Perfect. Today it gets amazing, right? This is probably the stuff you've been waiting for. And we had to go through some things in the beginning before you can really jump into this. Most people want to jump in and learn how to find things and hack Facebook and all the cool stuff. But when you go through the process in the way that I've outlined it, it's really going to be faster, more efficient. You're going to get the results you're looking for. Certainly that's the way you want to do it. Now, let me check in here real quick. Excellent. We got some peeps on. Excellent. I'm glad you guys are here. I think a couple of other people are going to be joining us. So a couple of housekeeping things. If you have not done so, go join the Facebook group. Go join the Facebook group. When you log into the membership access area, there are links. There are multiple links for that Facebook group. The Influencer Secret Mastery. So you want to go to that page, but there's a button in your membership area. Click on that button. It takes you there. I'm going to approve you. Okay. But there's going to be content in there, not just in the membership area, but there's content in the Facebook group. And I want to be able to interact with you regularly there, not just on a training. Okay. So do that. I've shared with you and encouraged you to go get those books from Russell Brunson, The Expert Secrets, the .com secrets. Which are these, and I've posted links to these books. These will help you tremendously. I've posted links to these books inside the membership area. They're really on the homepage and in another area in there, but go check those out. Just click on there. They're free plus shipping. He's buying the book. You take care of the shipping at $7.95. So both books under 16 bucks, right? We can handle that. This book right here, if you haven't watched my trainings, Russell Brunson teaches you how he created his software as a service online. So he's got a company online, how he created that, and in 3 years goes from 0 to over $100 million. And they're going to do $100 million this year. It's called ClickFunnels. I want to know that. This is his blueprint for his empire. Go get this book, right? Go get both of them. Another thing, if you have not done so, you want your worksheets. Now we're going to go over these a little bit today, but really we're going to dive in, okay? So if you're ready, I want you to comment #ready, and we're going to get going here. And we are doing that. I've got some things to do on my end. Is anybody there? Do you hear me? Say #ready if you're ready. Hopefully you can hear me. It says I'm good to go. Perfect. All right. Excellent. So you can hear me. You're ready to go. Here we go. I'm going to share my screen. I may bounce back and forth between sharing the video of me plus my screen, but I really want you to see my screen today. Okay. So here we go. Let's jump right into it. And if you have questions along the way, let me know and I can answer those along the way. So I also want to make sure that you can see my home screen, which is a picture of Hawaii. So I'm going to get out of this. And just like yesterday, hey, if you saw that, then I want you to put #Hawaii. I want to make sure that you can see my screen, because if you can't, we're really going to be lost today. #Hawaii. Anybody see that? Hopefully somebody did. Perfect. Here we go. You can see it. So I'm going to share my screen. We're going to jump in the training. Thank you for sharing with me. You can see that. Okay, so now that we've defined who our avatar is, that's the sculpture of David, right? You have this big block of marble and you chisel away and find the perfect customer, the perfect client, the perfect patient. And I want to know who the #1 dream client is. So we've gone through that. And then we want to determine the outcome, the result that we want to get for them, what they desire, what we desire for them, how we can help them get that, and then creating that new opportunity, right? So we talked red ocean, blue ocean, that kind of thing. So now I want to know, hey, where are they? Okay, so where are they? In your worksheets, It says, where does your avatar hang out online? Make a list of forums, message boards, blogs, social groups, right? I want you to do that, and I want you to do that on your own. So we're really not going to hit on that today. List of events that your market holds for your avatar. So what kind of events are held for your avatar? So if you're saying, hey, I want people that are health-minded or seeking to get healthy, what kind of events are available to them, whether it's in town or online? So when we see this list of events, what's being held online? Are they going to webinars? Are they reading blogs? What are they doing? Where is your avatar? What is he consuming? What is she consuming in terms of these events, right? And then you want to know, hey, who are the gurus? And we certainly want to know that. I'm going to talk about that today. Who are the gurus in your field that your avatar follows? Who do they like? And I'm going to jump specifically into Facebook today. We're just going to be talking about that. But you can find them everywhere. But hey, where are they when it comes to Facebook? Where are the gurus when it's health, nutrition, fitness, whatever they're listening to, whatever they're consuming, however they're consuming it, but on Facebook? We're going to go through that one. And then make a list of indirect competitors, people that sell things that complement your product services, right? So I want you to go through that on your own and fill that out. And with those sheets, flip them over. We're going to take some notes that are going to be totally different. How about that? We're going to put this thing on steroids today. I am fired up. And I'm going to check to see, we've got the participants. Excellent, excellent. Love to have you guys. Just seeing who's on here. And again, if you just jumped on, I want to let you know that you can ask questions as I go through this process. It may get knee deep really quickly. Okay, so hang with me. If you have to listen to this training over and over and over again, that is okay. It's just like going to a boot camp. You got to go to more than one, right? I know I did, and I still do, right? Because Fred's always coming up with new things. So I've got to listen to it over and over and over again. That's fine. So I want to encourage you to do that as well. And yes, I'm going to talk fast today because I've got an insane amount of content and I want to honor your time. I know we're in the middle of a work day. It's Monday, and sometimes things can get chaotic on Monday. And so I want to honor your time. So I am going to run, okay? Here we go. Where is your avatar? I want to make sure my slides are working. I was having trouble last night on our training. Come on. Here we go. So when it comes to marketing, most marketers look at messing with SEO, keywords, and vague traffic, right? So if you've got a website, somebody said, hey, I'll build a website for you, and I'm going to optimize it. That's search engine optimization, right? So Google can find your website. And if people are typing into Google, back pain, chiropractors in your town, or headaches, or whatever they're thinking you are, right? Which is really inaccurate, but that's probably what they're typing in. Those words that they're typing in are key to you and you getting the traffic. So it's called a keyword. So back pain is a key phrase or a keyword. And so what the marketer will do, if you've got an ad agency, they're going to embed those words onto your website. And there's a way to do it, but they're going to embed them onto your website. And that's all they're focused on is optimize your site, keywords, and hey, we'll push some traffic to it. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to look at this totally differently. How's that? Here we go. And most marketers don't truly focus on the avatar for their clients. They're just throwing traffic. Hey, we're going to get you leads, right? How quality is the person? I want the avatar, the perfect, right? And they're just saying, hey, we're going to drive so much traffic. That's volume. I don't want volume. I want the 1% that is my avatar. And then I can scale, but I got to go after my avatar first. Okay. And there's a way to do it and really piggyback on the shoulders or the backs of the giants in the industry. Okay. And there's an idea that is really written in this book. Chet Holmes wrote this book years and years and years ago. This is one of Russell Brunson's favorite books. It's called The Ultimate Sales Machine. So I encourage you to get that. I don't have a link for this book right here, but there's a concept in this book that we're going to hit on right now, and it's called the Dream 100. Okay, the Dream 100. Write that down. Russell Brunson says this is really the idea of the Dream 100 that Chet Holmes talked about in that book. Okay, Russell Brunson says people that have the ability to drive traffic into my world is the Dream 100. Okay, people that have the ability to drive traffic into my world. So who who could drive traffic into my world that, man, if I just had their traffic, because their audience is my audience. They have the perfect audience that would fit me insanely well. Okay, so if I could just get them to promote me online, everything would be different. Okay, and I'll give you a little bit of an analogy for that. So say you are getting into a new school. You moved, your parents moved, job change, and so you're with them and you have to change schools, right? It's always irritating to be the new kid, right? And when it comes to schools, there are groups, right? We've all been there. You've got the jocks, and you got the nerdy kids. The kids just don't fit in. You've got all these groups, and then you got the popular kids. Okay, you got the popular, right? And not only do you have the popular group, there's the most popular in school. And say you have a class with the most popular kid in school, okay? And you just happen to be sitting by him. So the teacher assigns seats. Hey, you sit here. Most popular kid is sitting right next to you, and you guys become buddies. And now that you're buddies, you're in class every day together. You're at lunch and trying to find a seat. You know, you're carrying your tray around. And most popular kid at school raises his hand and said, hey, come over here. And since he's sitting with the popular kids, right, everybody makes way. They move over because he's the most popular, right? And they make way for you to sit right next to the most popular kid in school. And not only that, but the most popular kid in school puts his arm around your neck and says, hey, this guy right here, amazing. You guys need to get to know him. So what happens to your credibility immediately in that moment with everybody at that table? Credibility goes through the roof, right? Oh, he's one of us, right? All it took was one person saying, hey, this guy, legit. Everybody else already had credibility for the most popular kid in school. Now you have credibility with all the popular kids. So what happens? Immediately, you're one of the popular kids, right? So that's what we want to be able to do, is that idea online. And so Russell Brunson also calls it the Dream 100. So we're just going to keep the name the same. That is not my name. I didn't name this thing. Chet Holmes really is the guy that came up with the idea, okay? So let's go through the Dream 100. So I shared a little bit of this slide in a previous training. So here's what I want you to do. Now that you've figured out the 3 markets, health, wealth, and relationships, you pick which one you're in and go back and listen to that training, because it's not that simple face value, right? If you've listened to it. In the 3 markets, health, wealth, relationships, then you go to your sub-markets, right? So maybe it's nutrition, fitness, whatever. And then you go into your niche, right? This is the blue ocean, how you're totally different. So here's what I want you to do. To find your Dream 100, I want you to get out of your niche, that blue ocean that you created in the previous training, and go back to your sub-market. So what's the sub-market? Maybe it's a couple of things. This person's into eating keto or paleo, or I want the person that's super healthy, the performance athlete, or whatever that thing is, okay? Go out to the sub-market and find that person. Who is it in that sub-market that really has a following that you desire, okay? Who is it? So you start writing those names down. Who's the person that if I had their following, everything would be different? Okay. So think about that. What name would you write down, or names? Who would you write down? Hey, they're the expert. They have a following. Oh my gosh, they got 10 million followers. My Facebook page only has 500 for my business, and I've been here umpteen years, and they've got millions. Man, if they would just put their arm around me and say, hey, this kid's popular too, everything would be different. That's who you want to target. Okay, so that person is on your Dream 100. Okay, so what we're going to do is make a list of 100 people that it would be a dream for them to wrap their arm around your neck and say, this is a popular kid. Okay, this is a popular kid. And I'm going to back out of there real quick. If you guys are getting this so far, hashtag got it. If you'll comment for me, hashtag got it. Let me know I'm not losing you. I do want to go fast. Hashtag got it. Tell me that I'm not losing you. Is anybody? There it is. Thank you, Edward. Appreciate it. Okay, let's keep going. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to make a list, and these people are going to be categorized. So you got your list of 100 people, and they're going to be people that are list owners. There are going to be people in your submarket that are bloggers. There are going to be people in your submarket that have podcasts, right? Because we consume media differently. And then there are going to be people in your list that are on social media. And you want to go find all of those people, right? I'm going to back out real quick. I think I have a question. Oh, no. Thank you, Sean. He just says, got it. Perfect. Okay, so you're going to make your list of all the people that have that insane following that you desire, okay? So who has that list? They got that email list, right? So say you're targeting entrepreneurs, for example. Who would be on my list, my Dream 100, if I'm targeting business owners, entrepreneurs, somebody in sales? Well, you could maybe look at Tony Robbins. Tony Robbins has a huge following. He's got an insane list, right? Maybe it's Gary Vee. Is the list owner, right? He's going to have a big list of a whole bunch of people following him, consuming his content. Maybe it's Grant Cardone. He's into sales. So, hey, Grant Cardone has a similar audience. He teaches people how to sell, and I want his audience, right? Those are just examples. But you want to find out who has the lists, the blogs, the podcasts, and the social media, because people consume content differently. And we want to know exactly where they are for all of these. We want this list to be cover a wide range. Okay, come on. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to go find that person. So I said Tony Robbins. So I'm going to find him. Number 2, I'm going to follow them. Number 3, I'm going to see if I can find their personal profile, and I'm going to friend them. And then I'm going to buy their products. Now, you want to find them, of course. That's hacking Facebook in a way. You want to follow them, right? Because I want to see their stuff. I want to see what they're putting out there. And I want to know, hey, are they putting out business stuff, business content, or are they talking about their personal life? And if you follow people on different platforms like Instagram, people publish professional stuff than family stuff, right? That's more the reality show like we've talked about in previous trainings. So I want to see, hey, what's in their daily life, right? So if I know what's in their daily life and the things that they're interested in, man, what if I were face-to-face? I went to a conference, walk around the corner, oh my gosh, there's Tony Robbins. What would you talk about with Tony Robbins? Are you prepared for that moment, right? So for your Dream 100, I want to be prepared for that moment. So I'm going to consume all their stuff, right? I'm going to be on their lists, and I'm going to consume all their podcasts and see their newsletters. I'm going to say, hey, what are you talking about? What's your interest? What's your project that you're going over right now? What is consuming your mind? Dream 100 person, what's consuming your mind right now? And if I had that opportunity, I'm already ready, okay? And yes, I want to buy their products. Hey, what are they putting out there? Now, going to number 3, I say friend them. There are people on Facebook that have insane followings. Maybe they got 10, 20, 30,000 followers, and you find their personal page, right? Their personal profile. Friend them. Why would you want to friend them? Here's why. When you friend them and they hit confirm, here's what happens on Facebook. Not only do you become friends, there's a button just to the right of it, and it says following. When you hit confirm, you're automatically, by default, this is Facebook's design, you are automatically following them, right? So if they hit confirm, you send out that friend request, they hit confirm, they're automatically following you. Now, why is that important? That's important because if you're posting content on your personal page, because you post as your personal page and you friended them as your personal page, not your business page. You didn't do it from your business group. You did it from your personal profile. That's the only way you can do it, right? You've got to friend them personally. And so that means, what do we got to be doing on our personal profile? Posting content, right? And so when you're posting content and your friends and they're following you, they get notifications. So now you're in their face. How cool is that? So now, oh, got a notification. Oh, this person posted. They posted in a group. They went live. They did this. Now they're starting to watch you. Oh, now we're kind of the same. Now they're thinking, oh, interesting. This person has tremendous value. They're dropping content. I like this. So super easy trick. Will they always friend you? No. Is it worth a shot? Yeah. I have friended some big name people, and what do? I say, oh my gosh, you friended me. This is amazing. Perfect. Now I'm in front of you. Now, Facebook does have a cap of 5,000. Go friend those big time people and see if you can get them to friend you back, right? Confirm. Russell also says, after I know who they are and understand what's important to them, so what project, where's their mind, right? What's important to them, I want to give them a platform that helps to promote them, but at the same time gives me the ability to build a relationship with them, right? We're just helping them out, right? This is just front end loaded. We're just helping those guys out, okay? And when they see that we're just giving, we're contributing, they're saying, man, this guy's awesome. Then what do they want to do? They want to wrap their arm around you and say, this is a cool kid, right? I'm going to show you how to do that here in a little bit. So the Dream 100. So you have a big pool, you have all those people, and you have them categorize your list people and your podcasts and all that stuff, right? So as a part of the Dream 100, you want to follow them, friend them, subscribe, buy their stuff, all those things, okay? And here's something else you want to do. You want to invite them onto your platform. Now, the platform can be a podcast. Now, are they necessarily going to know how many followers you have? No. How many people don't have a podcast? Everybody's raising their hand. I don't have a podcast. Gosh, how am I going to share? Here's the thing. You don't have to share. Make up a podcast, have one audio file in there. Boom. Now you've got a podcast. Upload it online and drop some value, whatever, because other people are going to start listening. And then invite that person onto your podcast and say, hey, you know what? You're dropping amazing content and value for your people. Can you come do that for my people as well? I just want to promote you. And that person, the big time player, doesn't know if you have a following of 30,000 or 3. They don't know. But if they see that you're engaging with them and they like you, what would happen if just 1 out of 100 came on as a guest appearance on your podcast and they just drop value? Right? And what you're doing for them is just feeding them. Hey, I'm stroking their ego, feeding them, right? And they're thinking, man, you're interviewing me. Just make them sound amazing. You're asking questions. And now you're creating a relationship. Now, what's happening to the value? You're going up. You're going up. You're going up. And this is really a concept of, I didn't create my product or my offer. It's, hey, I just want to go piggyback on the shoulders of giants right now. So what am I doing? I'm preparing. I'm digging my well before I'm thirsty, which is actually a book, right? So I want to dig my well before I'm thirsty. I'm getting these people to interact and engage with me. These big time people, all I need is one. All I need is one to change the trajectory of my life, my business, my level of influence. Okay? So next, once you friended them and followed them, and perhaps you did get them on a podcast, and you're just asking these people, hey, I'd love to have you. You have amazing stuff, and I want to share it with my people, right? Add them. Give them value. Just keep giving them things. And I'm going to show you how you can actually package something for them. So you can send them a package and then follow up on the phone. Send them a package, follow up on the phone. You say, gosh, that costs money. Yeah. 1 out of this 100 could change the trajectory of your level of influence, not just in your community, worldwide. You just need one. So yeah, it's front end loaded. And so you're getting all their stuff. And once you're building this relationship, now you're able to promote. And so down at the bottom, it says JV, that's a joint venture. Maybe you guys have a product. You both have one product, put it together, boom. Now you have an offer, just like me talking about my cell phone at the boot camp, right? It wasn't just a commodity anymore. I wrapped a whole bunch of stuff with it. I made it an offer. So both of your products put together, maybe they complement each other really, really well. And now you have a joint venture, sell it, right? But how can you woo them to actually get them on the phone? I'm going to show you something amazing. You're going to send them cool stuff. And Russell is the king of this. So I'm going to show you a video. He sent something to somebody on his Dream 100, and he's just sending them cool stuff. So I'm going to show you what you can do. I'm going to get to this video real quick. So here he is. And I'm going to play this just for a second.
Brilliant marketer.
And I want to make sure that you can hear it. So I got out, hit hashtag yes if you heard him talking. Hashtag yes. I'm going to try to turn it up as much as I can. Hashtag yes. Anybody hear him? Do I need to do it again? Okay, perfect. Thank you. Thank you for the feedback. Appreciate it. So I'm going to back that up so you can hear all of him. Make sure my volume is all the way up. We're not going to watch the whole thing.
So I just opened my mail, and I got to let you know, this is just a brilliant marketer You want to know how to get in front of owners and decision makers? Well, market like this. So I get this package. Let me just kind of show you here. It's all wrapped up in this box, right? And so you can see it's, I've got this thing. I just open it up and I'm like, okay, what's that? And I'm like, man, what is this little connection point? I mean, I got curiosity going crazy right now. And then all of a sudden I'm like, oh, sweet, a t-shirt. I like that. All right. And then I'm like, whoa, all right, I got this really cool. All right, this is amazing. This looks really cool. Looks very interesting. Looks like something out of a Fortune 500 magazine, like Inc. magazine or something like that. I'm like, all right. Then I open this, and you just got to see this because this is incredible.
Hey, David, this is Russell. I hope you're doing awesome. I am super fired up for a couple reasons. First off, as you may or may not know, we are launching ClickFunnels in September, and I'm really excited about that. But even more exciting because right now I'm actually driving to the Apple Store to buy you your affiliate drive. So I want to show you what you're going to be getting. So come on over. Let's check it out.
So it's a personal introduction to me, and he's going to show me my prizes that I'm going to be getting and promoting.
Right side of there. So I want to take this side and show you what you are going to get. I think you're going to love it.
Was that not insane? Was that not insane? Sean, you couldn't hear it. Sean, I'm going to send you a link to that video so you can watch that video. Here's what it was. So it's like a little thank you card, whatever. It was real thick, and I'll show you the website that he got it on. And all it is just open that thing up, and it actually had a video that was able to be played. So you open that thing up, and a video starts playing. And not only is it a video, it's of Russell Brunson talking to that person himself, right? He mentions that person by name. Hey, person. Okay, perfect. Excellent. I tried to turn it up as much as I could, man. I'll still send you the link so you can see it. But you get the concept, right? So he opened it up, and there's a video of Russell talking to that person. Now, what would that do to you if somebody shared that with you? What would happen to their credibility with you? It would do this. Whoa, you took that much time. You bought this thing, and you sent me this message. He sends him a book, right? That book, I have that book. It's amazing. And Russell was actually going to sell that thing for $1,000 back in the day, and he just started giving it away, right? And so I got it for free when I subscribed to something. And so he sent a high-end book. It's very professionally done. He sends him a t-shirt, sends him a welcome letter, and then sends that card with a video in it of Russell talking to the person. That, yeah, Edward, it is baller for sure. Oh my gosh. Does that not just, I mean, mind blown. Mind freaking blown. I love that. I love that idea. So let's go back to the training. Let's keep going. Get rid of that. Let's do this. And so, yeah, what could you send them in terms of a package? That's a package, right? There becomes your gold standard, right? That's your gold standard. And the website that he bought that from is a marketplace in China. It's called Alibaba. Okay, so Alibaba is a Chinese marketplace where you can literally get anything. And so there's a colleague of mine in a group that I'm a part of with Russell, and he buys watches from China for, it's like 20, 40 cents a piece. He buys these watches. He's e-commerce, so he sells products online. I don't know, 20 to 40 cents. And he's flipping them in the United States. He's selling them online for $27 and $37. That's a margin, right? So you can go to that website and buy literally anything. I mean, I found supplement companies over there. I'm just digging around, just seeing, hey, what's over here? I can buy knives. I mean, it's ridiculous. The things that are on Alibaba.com. So go there. It's a marketplace, and you can just buy all your promotional stuff that you want to give people. So you say, this is going to be expensive. That's your out right there. Go to Alibaba, and it's not going to be expensive anymore. That stuff is insanely cheap. So Dream 100 on Facebook. So how do we find these people? So we're going to find the Dream 100 on Facebook. We're going to find the gurus on Facebook. And then we're going to expand your Dream 100 on Facebook. Are you ready? Okay, so that's the end of that slideshow. So we're still taking notes on the back of your sheet. So I'm in this is my home page. And if I want to scroll down, and I'm going to go create an ad. Okay, so I'm going to show you the following. So if I want the same following, and I'm going to use, I was talking to Tony Robbins for whatever reason. So I'm going to say, all right, my avatar is the entrepreneur, the business owner, which is going to be really, really similar to you. Okay. And I'm going to have to get through this real quick. Come on, internet. That's fine. I'm showing you broad stroke stuff here. I'm not going to go through all the details of creating an ad in Ads Manager. But you can, so we can look in the United States, you can do an age range, you can choose gender, that kind of thing. I want you to focus on detailed targeting. So if we're talking about where is your avatar, and I want to talk about the Dream 100, then you can literally come in here and piggyback on your Dream 100. So if Tony Robbins is in your Dream 100, I can target his people. So on Facebook, Tony Robbins, people that have that interest, that have liked him, 17 million people, right? So obviously that's a broad group, and not everybody necessarily in Tony Robbins following is perfectly your avatar. So you can type him in and click Tony Robbins. And here's something else you can do is now hit browse, or suggestions, I'm sorry. So now the people that are similar to Tony Robbins are going to pop up. So Gary Vee, Robert Kiyosaki. Robert Kiyosaki is the guy that wrote Rich Dad Poor Dad. So now you got all these people. Grant Cardone, we talked about him too. Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill, right? The book, there's Rich Dad Poor Dad, just like we talked about. So Napoleon Hill. So all these people, now entrepreneurship. So I can click on all these people. So say, hey, yeah, all these people are a part of mine, right? So I can click on those people, and if you look over to the right, my potential reach over here is 37 million. And there's a way to actually make it kind of fine tune it so you can cross-reference things so you have checks and balances. So here's how you do it. So in the detailed targeting, you can exclude people or narrow your audience. I want you to narrow your audience, okay? So click narrow audience and say that not only do they like those people, maybe they're looking to get leads. So let's see, this one's still here. Lead generation, perfect. Okay, so now I've clicked lead generation. So not only do they have to like one of the 4 people that I've put in here, but they also have to be interested in lead gen. So what's that mean? I've cross-referenced this. So what happened to my number? I went from 37 million down to 937,000 or 930,000, right? So what happened? I fine-tuned this, and I can even narrow further. I can say entrepreneurship, right? And so now I'm down, that didn't really skew it too much. Now I'm down to 820,000. So what am I doing? I'm cross-referencing how I am targeting my audience. So if I want detailed targeting and I want to follow my Dream 100, then here's how you do it, right? Not only that, so I can go say, all right, Tony Robbins. All right, here he is. We've searched, oh, not that. Tony Robbins, okay? All right, so if you want to figure out, hey, is Tony Robbins a part of my group? So you start digging in. All right, he's on Twitter. He's got his own website. Okay, he's got some books. Unlimited Power, Awaken the Giant Within, those kinds of things. What businesses does he have? So I'm just digging, see if we can find anything. Maybe it says, you can find stuff. So he's written these books right here. So if you say, hey, yeah, I want somebody that's also read this book, then you can actually go in here and cross-reference it with, let's see if this is here, Awaken the Giant. Nope, that book's not in there. What was his other book? Let's see, where were they? Come on. Unlimited Power. Let's see if we can find that one. But you just got to dig. And so, nope, that's not in there. You can also find out, hey, does he have a page with that? So let's go find Unlimited Power. Let's see if we can find something. Nope, that's not there. Sometimes you're going to find their book, and if it has a big enough following, then you can actually target somebody that's actually read that book. See how detailed you can get with your avatar? My avatar, every one of them, oh my gosh, they've read Russell's book, right? So I can target Russell and see if there's even a following for the book. So, right, you can cross-reference them, which is insane, right? So you can go through the industry, just find those people in your industry. So if you don't know exactly who's in the industry, come over here and hit suggestions and say, hey, all right, who's in here? Jim Rohn. All right, Jim Rohn, does he follow my avatar? Is he lead my avatar? Is my avatar following this guy? And then just go over to their page, right? So Jim Rohn, who's Jim Rohn, right? And just find him. Okay, so here's a page for Jim Rohn. So there are different things. If you know, when you search, there are posts, people, photos, videos. This is all, and immediately what popped up, the most relevant were pages. And Jim Rohn, he's verified. That's what that check mark means. He's got 1.6 million people following. Okay, he's got a good following. Let's check out what he has to say. Is this my guy? 4 reasons to take control of your destiny. So an entrepreneur, all right, getting and becoming are so closely intertwined. Yeah. Why personal development? Okay, so that's the entrepreneur. Yeah. Okay, so go in here and click Jim Rohn, right? So I'm even adding to my Dream 100 list. Does that make sense? You could literally add to the Dream 100 this way. And you can find the gurus in another way. You see what else they've got out there. And I'm going to stop this. I just want to make sure you guys are keeping up with me. If this is making sense so far, hashtag make sense. Hashtag make sense. I just want to make sure that you get what I'm saying when we're talking about this. Awesome. Perfect. It's super easy. Have you guys done anything like that before? And if you haven't, hashtag never. Awesome. Good. That means, hey, you have an opportunity to do something, right? Excellent. Excellent. So now we've learned something. Now we have some fuel, right? And so when you go into Facebook, let's do it again. We're in the ads manager and I'm in detailed targeting, right? So not only can I target these people, right? I just want to fall in the back of a giant. Let me X that out. Let me just get rid of these. Maybe I want to just target somebody like an interest or a behavior. So those were people. You can target entrepreneur. Let's see what we find. So interest, entrepreneurship, creative entrepreneurship. So let's click on this. Now we just got suggestions. Okay, a suggestion, check this out. Interest, business and industry, what pops up? Small business, business owner. Now check this out. When you scroll over here, people have listed on their personal profile job title, small business, perfect. That's my person. Job title, self-employed. Job title, business owner, right? Job title, owner and CEO, owner and founder, owner manager, right? Did you know you could target like this on Facebook? It's insane the things you can target, right? You can target somebody that's come back from a vacation within 2 weeks on this thing. It's nuts. But I just want to talk about detailed targeting. You can narrow the audience just like I showed you, right? Let me X this out and show that to you again. So you can exclude or narrow your audience. Why do you want to narrow your audience? You want to cross-reference those things, right? Maybe you want to find another way to expand and grow your Dream 100 list, right? So you can go through the detailed targeting here. How else can you do that? So if you want to know that, hashtag expand. If you want to know how to do that, hashtag expand. What do we got? Excellent. Love it. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. You're going to go up to your search bar and say, all right, Tony Robbins is my guy. I'm going to click in Tony Robbins, and I'm going to go to his page. So again, this was the most relevant. He's verified, got the check mark. He's got 3.6 million that like this. So here's what you do. You click here, and then, so here's some ninja style, okay? He's sending me a message. He's already targeting me. Uh-oh, don't click there. You'll get into a messenger bot. That's another story too. So let's see, where is it? So scroll down on his page. So page is liked by this page. So what kind of pages is Tony Robbins going to like? I'm going to click here. So Tony Robbins page likes certain pages, okay? And I'm going to scroll down here. So Salesforce, okay. So are they my avatar? Do they have a following that's going to line up with me? I got to find out. Salesforce, so I come in here, calling all trailblazers. That can be, oh, they're doing the same thing. There's talking to the entrepreneur potentially. So they're posting some pictures, Salesforce, and they're posting really their culture. At Salesforce, equality, fine. So that doesn't quite look like my avatar. So let's go back in here. Tony Robbins, I'm back. So pages liked by him. What does he like? That's all. Ray. Who's Ray? Let's figure this out. Is an investor, entrepreneur. Okay, perfect. So now I want to know, hey, what's this deal about Ray? I want to find out some more stuff about Ray. Ray Dalio. So go into Google. It's going to pop up. Wikipedia is going to talk about him. So he's worth 18 billion. So the guy is an influencer, American billionaire, investment firm Bridgewater Associates. It's a hedge fund. Okay. Maybe he's teaching that stuff. So here's what you do. So we're just digging in. Let's go to Amazon. And let's see if Ray has written a book. And so if he's an investor, an entrepreneur, and say, oh my gosh, Tony Robbins, Ray Dalio, has he written a book? So go over to Amazon, type in his name. Oh, there it is, Principles, Ray Dalio, right? Does he have a page for that? Principles. Does he have a page for his book? Here it is. There's a group, right? He's got 346. There's some links. Principles by Ray Dalio. There it is. So say, yep, I want to target that person. Come back over to your detailed targeting. And how many people does he have? 111,000. Yeah, highly likely you're going to be able to target his audience. So let's see. So if I said, hey, I want to find another person, Ray Dalio. Does he show up? Did I spell that right? Come on, computer. Oh my gosh, he doesn't have it. Is he verified? He is verified. That's crazy. But that's how you dig in, right? So I'm going back to Tony Robbins' page again. Hey, who else? I'm scrolling through here, not a whole bunch of people. So maybe Grant Cardone is a person that's on my Dream 100. And the reason I'm mentioning him, just because we talked about him earlier. Okay, so he's got a following of 6 million. He's verified. Let's go to his page. Let's figure out who he likes. So page is liked by his page. Gerard Adams. Who else? Kevin Harrington. Okay, so he sells e-commerce. Maybe if that's my market. Hey, I just expanded my Dream 100. Innovator, entrepreneur, right? And then I can go to his page. Pages liked by his, right? And just go through here and find these things, right? And so now I'm going to go like those pages, and I'm going to post in those pages, which that's another training as well, how to actually get people to start looking at you inside these pages and even groups. But this is how I'm going to start expanding my Dream 100. Right? Super simple. It does take some legwork, but you're just digging in, finding things. Hey, can I target them on Facebook when it goes back to the ad manager? Can I do some detailed targeting of that person? So we saw Kevin Harrington. Let's see if we can find him. There he is, entrepreneur, right? Perfect. I can target his people. So this is exactly how you expand your reach of finding more people that fit into the 1% of your avatar. How about that? Is that crazy? Hashtag crazy. If that's nuts to you. This is nuts to me when I first learned it, right? Are we all still on pace? Crazy nuts. Yeah, absolutely. At this point, I don't want to get too much into how to make Facebook ads. That's certainly another training, but I want to know, hey, how can I go out there and find more people so I create my Dream 100. How can I find more people that will fit on my Dream 100? So if you only have 3 or 4, this is exactly how you create your Dream 100, right? What do they have? So then going back to the slides, what do they have? Do they have a, let me go back over here and let me share my screen. You go back to this idea, this slide, right? And it's, hey, do they have a list? Where's the list? Do they have a blog? Where's the blog? If it's Grant Cardone, does he have a blog? What's he putting on there? Does he have a podcast? I'm listening. I'm just consuming all this stuff. What's he talking about? What's his interest? What's his mindset? And now I'm just creating that Dream 100 list insanely fast. And when you do this, what's going to happen to your level of influence? It's going through the roof, right? So I want to leave it at that for sure. I certainly want to take just a moment and answer questions. I know we've been on here for just a little bit. I want to answer questions if you guys have questions. So if you have questions about what we've done, I have availability right now. Answer those questions when it comes to finding your audience. So this is a backward way to look at it. So you found your avatar. Hey, who else has the same avatar? This person. Hey, hopefully he can make me a cool kid too, right? But what is the very first step you got to do? You got to go find those people. Who is that person? Is it Kevin Harrington? Is it Grant Cardone? Is it Gary Vee? Whatever the case may be. Do we have any questions? If no questions, then we're going to leave it at that. And tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Central, we're going to do our first Facebook Live. And I would certainly want you to be there. And I want to answer as many questions as you have. I want to walk you through whatever we need to walk through, okay? So tomorrow's our first Facebook Live. I want you to be there for that. If we don't have any questions, just type #awesome. #awesome. And that can be it, guys. I certainly appreciate everybody being here. Awesome. Cool. Hopefully you learned some things today and got insane value from this, but certainly a different way to look at it. And this will change the game on how you promote yourself. Most people say, oh my gosh, I got to drive all this traffic. You don't have to drive traffic. Traffic is already there. And they're following the people that have the same avatar as you. Just go get it. That's all you're doing. That's all this is, right? There is legwork, but that's all you're doing. So when you're doing that, your level of influence, not just for your community, this is worldwide. You're expanding your reach and growing like crazy. So we're going to leave it at that. Have a wonderful Monday. Make it count. Be productive today. I love you guys. I've enjoyed this group so far. Enjoyed doing these trainings. It's been a great experience for me. Hopefully it's been a great experience for you. If you haven't listened to the previous trainings, go listen to them. You've got to understand the avatar, their outcome, the new opportunity, all that stuff. So make sure you go watch those as well. And we'll see you on the next training.